From nerve impingement in his back to his career low of 6.9 points a game, this is the real reason behind Ben Simmons' sudden exit from the NBA. In a shocking turn of events, NBA star Ben Simmons has suddenly exited the league due to a recently diagnosed nerve impingement in his back. This revelation has sent shockwaves throughout the basketball community, as fans and analysts alike grapple with the implications of this news on the talented player's career. The Brooklyn Nets announced the diagnosis, stating that Simmons will remain sidelined while the appropriate course of treatment is determined. Nerve impingement can cause severe pain, muscle weakness, and numbness, all of which could severely impact an athlete's performance on the court. And it's clear that Simmons' performances have been well below par as of late. The severity of Simmons' condition and the necessary recovery time is currently unknown, but the situation has undoubtedly raised concerns about his long-term prospects in the NBA. Simmons' exit this season from the league is a massive blow to the Nets, who had high hopes for the young star, following his high-profile trade from the Philadelphia 76ers earlier this season. The team envisioned Simmons as a key piece in their championship aspirations, providing stellar defense, playmaking, and versatility. Although, with this sudden departure, the Nets now face the daunting task of navigating the remainder of the season and a potential playoff run without one of their marquee players. As the news of Simmons' diagnosis sends shockwaves throughout the NBA, many are left wondering about the real reasons behind his sudden exit. Was the nerve impingement a recent injury? Or has it been a lingering issue that was only just diagnosed? How much did the high-pressure environment and scrutiny surrounding his trade with the Nets contribute to his physical and mental well-being? And is there another underlying issue that hasn't yet been addressed? Many in the NBA industry have grievances with Simmons, many saying he has a fragile ego, is a prima donna, and doesn't have the heart or work ethic as most NBA players. While all of this is subjective, it does beg the question, is the NBA life really fit for Simmons? While the exact cause of his back condition may never be fully known, the impact on his career and the league as a whole cannot be understated. The Brooklyn Nets now face an uncertain future without their star player. While fans and analysts alike are left to speculate on the real reasons behind Simmons' sudden exit, as the basketball world watches with bated breath, only time will tell how this dramatic turn of events will ultimately impact Simmons' career and the league as a whole. The Brooklyn Nets are currently facing a challenging situation as they grapple with the likelihood of Ben Simmons not playing again this season. While no final decision has been made, the team is waiting for the three-time All-Star to consult with a back specialist before determining the course of action. Coach Jacques Vaughn shared his thoughts recently, adding to the growing uncertainty surrounding Simmons' future in the NBA. In light of Simmons' diagnosis and uncertain future, the Brooklyn Nets must now find ways to cope with his absence. This may involve relying more heavily on their other star players, such as Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, to carry the team throughout this difficult period. Additionally, the Nets may need to explore a trade or free agency options to bolster their roster and maintain their championship aspirations. The situation also raises questions about Simmons' long-term future with the Nets and the NBA. If his recovery from the nerve impingement takes longer than expected, or if he faces recurring issues, it could significantly impact his career trajectory. There is also the potential for this setback to affect his market value, as teams may be hesitant to invest in a player with lingering health concerns. In conclusion, the Brooklyn Nets are currently facing an uncertain future, with news coming out just recently that the Brooklyn Nets are shutting down Ben Simmons for the rest of the season. Jacques Vaughn stated that Ben will not be joining us the rest of the year through the playoffs. He also went on to say, after consulting with our doctors and multiple specialists, he's just going to begin a rehab program. Our doctors and the specialists feel and think that he'll have a full recovery, so that starts now. With this news, it does sound like the Nets are in it for the long haul with Simmons, but it could also just be to save face. But what has Simmons' absence really meant for the Nets? Well, Simmons hasn't played a game since the Nets' final game before the All-Star break last month due to a back injury. and has missed a total of 33 games this season. As of now, Vaughn believes no more surgeries are needed this summer, which is at least a good sign. But Simmons' ongoing absence has left a noticeable void in the Nets lineup, particularly in terms of defense and playmaking. The team has struggled to find a suitable replacement for his unique skill set, which includes elite defensive abilities and exceptional court vision. As a result, the Nets have been forced to rely more heavily on their remaining star players, such as Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, to pick up the slack. While Durant and Irving are undoubtedly talented and capable of carrying the team, Simmons' continued absence has placed additional pressure on them to perform at a high level consistently. This situation could potentially lead to fatigue or injury concerns, particularly as the season progresses and the playoffs approach. Moreover, Simmons' absence has raised questions about the team's depth and overall roster. The inability to compensate for his loss adequately highlights the need for the Nets to evaluate their bench and supporting cast. In the short term, this may involve seeking a trade or free agency options to fill the gaps in their roster. In the long term, it may require a more comprehensive reevaluation of the team's strategy and approach to roster building. But maybe Simmons and the Nets need a fresh start. Many reporters, NBA experts, and fans alike have hinted that Simmons and the Nets' best option could be a possible trade, giving Simmons a fresh slate, and hopefully both can build off that. One interesting proposal was made by Grant Hughes of Bleacher Report, proposing Nets trade Simmons with the San Antonio Spurs' Doug McDermott and 2023's Phoenix Suns' first-round pick. But Simmons' trade value is tough to read. Who knows how much longer he'll be out? And questions about his overall passion and commitment to the game have also been in question. And furthermore, Simmons' numbers this season are a stark contrast to his previous performances, with his career-low average of 6.9 points per game and a 44% free throw shooting rate. These disappointing statistics reveal a significant decline from his previous seasons, where he consistently scored above 14.3 points per game. The last time Simmons played was on February 15th, during which he expressed uncertainty about his role on the team. This statement came around the time when the Nets traded Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, prompting coach Jacques Vaughn to acknowledge the team's uncertainty about how to best utilize Simmons with the new lineups. These changes in the team dynamics, combined with Simmons' ongoing health issues, have created a challenging situation for both the player and the organization. The Nets must find a way to reintegrate Simmons into the lineup effectively, while also ensuring that he receives the necessary support and treatment for his physical ailments. Or else both team and player would be best to look for a change. The team's ability to successfully navigate these challenges will be crucial for Simmons' future with the organization and the overall success of the Brooklyn Nets. In the meantime, the focus should be on finding the right balance between addressing Simmons' health concerns and working to maximize his potential on the court, given his undeniable talent and the significant impact he can have when fully healthy and engaged. So, from his career low of 6.9 points a game to nerve impingement in his back, this is the real reason behind Ben Simmons' sudden exit from the NBA.